Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 21, week
Team
week 3. Today we're looking at the GRaff team, the WildDaddy team, and I actually remembered to put my delay on this time. With me here today is the Dr. Dota Randy.
I'm here.
And the Dusty of Dota, Dusty, who's just going to be here for game 1.
Hi.
So this matchup just barely won the poll, but it is definitely a very interesting matchup, I think.
5 seconds remaining.
I would say, a lot of people have said this is going to be a pretty competitive match. I believe I would agree with that. You know, on the GRaff team, you have a very strong mid player. You have GRaff, who's been pulling a lot of good work in the last few weeks. The WildDaddy team, I think, compared to what a lot of people thought at the start of the season, has been struggling to meet that expectation, but they are still 3-1. You know, even if they probably should be 2-2. If somebody would just buy BKB, they would have been 2-2.
What can you do,
man? Not saying who, though. Not saying who should have done that, but you know.
Huh?
That was me. Sorry.
Damn, this Razor hero really is like... I thought it was just around me, because I'm a degenerate, but apparently everyone hates this hero.
It's funny, because the stats Randy was showing me. In pro games, Razor gets picked all the time, and he just loses all the time, basically.
Well, literally his only role is as a pause 1 killer, so like if anything else is a win condition, it's not necessarily Razor's fault if he loses.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League.
Yeah,
got one job.
I agree with Randy.
Why wouldn't?
Well, I disagree slightly. I think the hero is strong enough that he can play a second role, which is your POS 2-esque. Doesn't have to be in the mid lane, but POS 2-esque catalyst of I'm gonna hit the jungle real quick and then come out and be able to kill 5 heroes.
I think people have that expectation, but so far reality hasn't really been showing it. I think so far we've seen it picked. We've seen it picked a few times this season, and thus far there's been one game where it looked good, and also in that game the team had like a 20k gold lead because every lane on the opposing team had just collapsed without Razor's help. So
yeah.
Team pick.
Snapfire and Undying. Hey, this is like season 17 special right here.
Well, Snapfire just reacted to the Undying, right? So you just killed 2 immediately.
I mean, beyond that, it's also, just like I said before, Undying is a hero that wants these really long fights where he gets to build up a lot of strength, he gets to have a long-running tombstone that gets a bunch of zombies out. Snapfire is somebody who expressly punishes you for having these long fights, both by mostly by just making engagements really short, providing some very good tools to escape or quickly turn the battle. You know, that the high alpha damage, the cookie, the artillery especially, of course. It makes it hard for Undying to get the game that he wants to play, even beyond the obvious situation of just being able to knock down the tombstone.
I think, I don't know, it's just like only 12 special, and everybody plays these heroes, right? I've seen this matchup a million times, and it is for sure Snapfire favoured, but like, I don't know, it's only 12, anything can happen. Good Undying player can for sure
Venomancer.
Change the course of a game.
Venomancer is
Venomancer definitely does that though.
A hero we've been seeing a lot of good out of when it has been picked recently.
10 seconds
I know Hollywood was playing it one game, and he looked pretty nasty on that, and that's kind of crazy for a hero that's not Mirana or Disruptor. So.
Hey, whoa! No talking down about my captain on this here broadcast.
I just put him over. I was like, he did good on that hero.
He did do very good on that hero. He does very good on every hero that he picks.
Yeah, something like
that. He has a wide and diverse pool.
What about Spectre?
Yeah.
I'm sure he would crush.
Oh, Wraith King. Right.
But I know his. Speaking of this, sorry,
This is an interesting double down. So, Snapfire, I was talking about punishing these long fights. Now they have the Wraith King out here to, like, force these long fights.
I think it's sort of served two purposes, though. Because, yes, you do kind of want long fights with Wraith King, but also it's a very, a very good core to pick when they have two spells immediately that you're like, yeah, just fucking send the Wraith King in first.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, he can't exactly soak up the artillery barrage. That lasts a little while, but...
No, that does last a little while, that is true, but the sort of idea of putting this hero in the front and letting it die first and then taking the fight after, and that is very good against that sort of game style.
You do have to be careful about not letting the Venomancer Ligma carry on to the people who follow in behind you, of course.
Yeah, that's and they're sort of, they do have tools to deal with it, I think, and the Quap is another one of those.
5 seconds remaining.
Don't really have great lockdown, like the instant hex from the Shaman is kind of scary, but
yeah, both teams kind of lacking on CC right now.
Yeah,
great,
I was
it's
about to
Kez.
say, it's hard to execute, and if you have two targets, Kez, you know, either you shackle the Kez, the Quap kills you. You shackle the Quap, Kez kills you.
Yeah.
Or at least silences you, or stuns you, or parries you, or whatever the hell this hero does. So
really right now, yeah, really right now. You think they cooked a little too hard with Kez, like?
I'll be real.
I think
don't know what the hero does.
I think they might have cooked a little too hard with Kez.
They might have burned the food a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know, actually, I think they pulled off a Michelin star dish, and now in everything else in Dota just tastes like shit.
There you go. Kez is the only hero.
They pulled off a Michelin star dish and then just dumped like an entire thing of salt into it.
Yeah.
They made a Michelin star dish, and then they made another Michelin star dish, and they just smashed it together. Just smashed the two plates together like a sandwich.
Just take the lid off the salt shaker and start dumping, you know?
But either way, both of these teams very limited so far on CC. I think GRaff
really
team has more potential to get more. I think it's kind of unlikely WildDaddy is going to get more CC outside of maybe like a single target stun or something.
I don't think it's really what you're looking for either as well, because you have quite a straightforward idea of how to play the fights right now, right? Like they put tombs, you're all counter-initiate long-range kiting at the minute, and you burst people with Kez Quap. The Wraith King is a good answer for that, but you know, it's just one of the things they're going to have to deal with. I think probably what they need is something to frontline. I doubt they're going to put this Quap off lane.
Yeah, it could possibly be interesting. It could possibly
definitely need something to frontline.
Be pause 3 Kez potentially, but I don't really think that's happening either.
No, this is Winx' hero for sure.
More than likely.
Radiant team ban.
They know your cutscenes, where they pick Brood.
I think this would have been interesting. I would have liked that. I think
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know, if you're going to be committed to this 5 seconds of fun type team fighting and just try to kill everybody before the Wraith King's second life, which I think is the strat right now for the WildDaddy team basically, is just clean up the whole crowd before you have to even worry about that second health bar on Wraith King, which is not easy, but it is possible. Maybe you just turn your brain off, go the Centaur here.
I was going to say, surely you have to ban Centaur if you're...
Radiant team ban.
No, they're going to ban the Earthshaker.
I mean, I understand the mag ban because you're playing against VG, but I'm surprised that they didn't ban... Unless they're planning to pick Centaur, first pick out the phase, but they need a
10 seconds remaining.
Wraith King 1 Brood mid?
5
And they're planning on
seconds
picking the Centaur? There's potentially the thought there.
I mean, I think that's fine right now. I don't think... Given that this is still a pretty good looking Wraith King game, I don't think you're too sad having him P1. Right now he buys BKB and he has basically nothing to fear. Well, really the only thing he has to fear is his team dying around him.
10 seconds remaining.
I will say it's going to be very scary if he gets an
5
Axis
seconds
game.
remaining. Radiant team pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that, they turn their brain off, they pick the Centaur.
So now you have to turn your brain on if you're TBD and pick a new hero.
The other team got it? That's kind of awkward.
Timber's banned first phase, obviously against VG.
Tied, I guess?
Remaining.
Makes the most sense.
Not really a VG hero. I can imagine him.
Well,
being
yeah,
like,
I mean, there's
pick
not that
Weaver
many
here.
of those, is there?
I can totally see him asking for Weaver because you have 2 stuns, 3 with the Hex.
Yeah. They're gonna have Brood Mother, who's almost invariably gonna get a pretty early silence, so there's also that to consider.
Out of his hero pool, Weavers are the only thing left, and then you've got bog standard offlaners tied. Maybe they look for something fancier than that.
Safat says, quick, somebody spoil the game. Oh no.
Fancier than that.
Do not spoil the game.
VG does play offlane Quap, to be fair.
Yeah, I guess it could be...
So they could look for something mid against the Brood, some sort of Huskar, etc.
No, they're gonna pick Ursa, actually.
Oh, Kez pause
What?
2? Kez pause 3?
There's pos 2?
I understand Ursa into Centaur in the lane, but Ursa into Centaur in the game is not awesome.
Not so good.
Ursa into Brood Mother is malpractice. I hate that.
I don't like. Yeah, this Ursa game is questionable.
Yeah. I also don't know about this mid lane. Kez into YM, or sorry, not Kez into Brood, and YM's a good player. On a Brood, that's scary.
You know, last week I mentioned like one hero and another hero had the worst win rate in the game. I don't remember what it was, but it's been replaced. The worst win rate in the game now is Ursa and Wraith King.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
going to be unfair enough to say I do think that is one of those win rates that's tilted a lot by Wraith King being pretty easy to pull off in pubs and Ursa not so much.
Yeah, but
I think that's valid. Okay, switching to the good facet on YM and staying on the bad facet for GRaff. I don't know if there's any knowers in chat, but I'm a believer in the Spectral Blade facet. I think this is a mistake from GRaff here. Like, seriously, game impacting mistake. I don't think the farm is that impactful from the skeletons. They are good in lane, but I don't think that's your primary concern. I think your primary concern is tempo and playing around this Brood. So I'm slightly concerned there.
Damage when he's running around with the Brood Mother killing people.
True.
Prepare for
True.
battle.
So I think having it's less of a loss than it usually would be, and he gets more potential out of the farming
it depends. I think it's mostly just the fact in the lane I find the skeletons to be useless against wave clear, and you're playing against the core. They are running into each other. Yeah. We're gonna see some before the horn action.
Off, sadly. But
30 seconds.
the Ursa can just run down the stairs.
Yeah, they're looking at Gold Dragon. Gold Dragon's going to turn around, sneeze on them. I no longer really... Okay, WildDaddy going in. The team is kind of scrambled on the WildDaddy lineup, where like it seemed like 2 people wanted to get back, 2 people wanted to keep going.
I feel like they might be in disagreement about how good their level 1 is, maybe.
I'm with team get the hell out. You have Ursa, Kez, Quap as your Tricore level 1. Those are not level 1 killers. Not on their own. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun.
So what if I swagger?
Well, with that all being said, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the game, the roll call. For the WildDaddy team, pause 1, you have Winks on the Ursa. Pause 2, WildDaddy on the Kez, captain of the team. Pause 3, you've got Video Game Enjoyer on the Quap. Pause 4, you've got Space Cowboy on the Snapfire. And pause 5, Golden Dragon on the Venomancer. On the other side of the coin, for the GRaff team, pause 1, captain of the team, man himself, GRaff on the Wraith King. Pause 2, you've got Young Master on the Brood. Pause 3, you've got Not So Pro Player on the Centaur. Pause 4, you've got Shone, also known as a Random Clown, on the Brood, on the Shadow Shaman, yep. I never said the Brood Mother. Young Master, pause 2 on the Brood for some reason. Pause 5, you've got Code Line on the Undying. And Code Line asked me to call him Mr. Pink this game, so Steve Buscemi on the Undying. Space Cowboy also asked me to call him Master Daddy. So, Space Cowboy walking back to land. You see, that was a joke there.
I didn't get it. Sorry, I'm too locked in.
Well, you see, the joke is that I said that Space Cowboy wanted me to call him something, and then I immediately did not call him that thing.
Ignored his request, yeah.
Yes. It's pretty subtle. You have to have kind of a high IQ for it.
Like Rick and Morty. See, I'm sorry, I was too busy watching Line mog this top lane. It's putting in quite a performance up there.
GRaff is also putting in quite a performance on the low HP scaring me meter. He is
he's very low. VG, it turned around. He's gonna mop.
He got the first blood.
Great passive.
Brother.
The mental damage.
Wow.
I gotta say as
That's
well, I'm not a fan of the skill build on the offlane Quap. Despite getting the kill, but losing the first blood because he forgot about the passive, presumably.
Yep. That's great. That's a season highlight for GRaff right there. What a play.
Just turn around and get, I guess, cookie.
Yep.
Get a kill.
There's a support for support in the offlane.
Ooh, and he killed his bracers.
Yeah, that's 2 bracers. That's gone for another minute. Percentages just from the drafting stage.
Pretty massive.
I don't do that on this show. I just say I like the GRaff lineup a little bit more, but I don't think it's a non-question. But I like the GRaff team more here.
For sure.
Ooh, Space Cowboy failed to get the D award. Sad. Not So Pro Player being sneezed on again. Sad. Is it casual cloaking? Yeah, I think it is. I think I do that on the Centaur here. Doesn't do anything to the Ursa, and that's going to be a lot of your incoming damage, but the Venomancer DOT, limiting that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're buying a pipe eventually.
Yep.
Right, so...
Just thinking about it as like an earlier, like a lane phase thing. I'm a big proponent of the casual cloak and lane strategy.
Oh, don't know about that.
Another courier kill.
Damn. GRaff really getting shot out on the last hits here.
You got that first blood, but it's been not great for him since.
Yeah, the double melee into double ranged matchup is starting to take effect, I feel.
It's just that Undying is like a one and done here, like he's wastes all of his mana and then he's a melee creep. Which is why he's buying mangoes. But...
Two heroes very good at killing melee creeps.
Yeah.
Oh, you just missed the last Thunder Tower, sad. Going on, not so pro. Trying to turn it around here and make it go on Chris's, but it was a Kerf decision. They could not actually win that fight.
Oh, brother.
Ursa just hit one, he was fine for a double kill, that's not so good.
This is having quite a lane right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing for, it's a good thing for this lineup that right now it's very hard to get a significant gold advantage early game, or else this would probably be really bad.
Yeah, so I was about to say, I was expecting this mid lane matchup to go completely the other way. WildDaddy is kind of shutting out YM right now. Well, not so much in terms of denies. It is fairly close, I suppose, but I was kind of expecting Brood to steamroll this lane. Especially with WildDaddy's choice to rush Falcon Blade and buy no regen in the lane at all. But I suppose into Necrotic Webs, maybe it's anti-value. And it worked.
Wink's going in. Wink's actually dying before killing the Centaur there at the bot lane, which is funny.
That's huge.
Sean looking for Gold Dragon
taking
here.
down.
Tanking creeps.
Yeah, the shackles.
He's gonna zap. Yep, there he goes. He's going to subsequently die. But...
Every hero in this lane is dead.
Always fun.
The graveyard lane. And yeah, mid, Kez, holy, did some damage while that was happening.
Yeah.
We're very low now.
It's a very good thing, like I said, you know, this patch, it's, you know, we saw that game week 1 where there was like a over 20 kill lead early game. It was like 22-2, but the gold advantage was like 2k. It's a good thing that's the case right now, because GRaff team is down last hits, down the down kills. Coming out rough out of early game, they're definitely going to have to, especially if the Brood dies here.
Ticking, yeah. Press the soul ring.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, kind of killed herself, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
The classic hit soul ring and instantly die. Yeah, they're definitely down in these lanes. I'd say at this point they're really on pace to just lose, at least lose 2. Because top, they're down 11, 12 last hits and they're down kills. Bot, they're down only 2 last hits. That's pretty much a stalemate. Mid, they're down over 10 last hits and a kill. So lane phase is WildDaddy all over. A big turnaround from their past couple of weeks where their laning, you know, hasn't looked awesome. Whereas Shenny's not in this game.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of performance I would expect to see from this team. I've not seen any of their other games.
Oh, nice cookie over the tree line. He's dead anyway.
GRaff, yep.
Stampede. Oh,
calls for the kill, but GRaff does.
Oh,
GRaff plays it wrong. GRaff plays it wrong. Oh no.
Oh, the Brood, very slow but invis.
Yeah.
Making a.
They don't have anything on code lines, so you can't do anything.
And they just run down Ursa while that's happening.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Very awkward there. If Wraith King had just if Wraith King had just right-clicked and then thrown the skull, he would have gotten that kill. He actually was right-clicking and then hesitated to throw the stun.
Yeah,
he had
those
done
seconds that delay in vision going up the hill in those few seconds, you definitely get another auto attack off there.
They're looking at they want to kill the Centaur once again. They've brought Golden
the Ursa does have
Dragon and Space Cowboy here, both supports in the bot lane. Space Cowboy almost body blocks Winks to not be able to get the kill, but no such luck. Sean wisely TPing out of there now that the stuns are all blown. It's going to be a problem for both teams, I think, this game. Both of these teams, they're very weak to guys just TPing away. Brood's starting to turn things around a little bit at mid. It looked really bad for a while, but now she is on pace as far as last hits go, and still a level down, though.
Adding some pressure to this top lane right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, that was the wrong decision. If you're about to die on Undying and nobody's in town, do not drop the tombstone. It's just free money.
Dire's top tower
What about the
is under
trait?
attack.
I don't care about the trade.
There's a whole trait to feed gold to any team.
True. Looking to pressure mid here, seemingly. They've brought Undying here. They've got both the members of the offlane are kind of looking at Kez here at mid, which I think is a smart play. Actually looking for GRaff in the jungle right now.
I guess they have a shaman. They can kill him.
Snapfire raw dropping artillery killed Wraith Gang.
He's dead. He's dead? Shekels? No mana?
Diving. Big ward is
Oh
down.
no!
There's
They've got no
detection.
Invisibility is invincibility.
Has been killed.
I was watching his mana. It
Radiant structures.
looked like he would have enough.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Being in
Kind
there.
of crazy to
I think
be.
maybe seen
Yeah.
there.
Co-op going in very, very deep here. Looking to try and relieve pressure on the mid lane. That is intensely unlikely.
You're running, so it's fine.
Ursa! Ursa! Oh my god, Ursa almost died of the big plague war. Just lost over half his health. Net worth? Sure thing.
I had no idea that WildDaddy was a master tier Kez player, and I also have no idea why he sat on 2.6k gold.
Radiant's
But-
bottom tower is
Didn't he
under
do this
attack.
last week?
Yeah, he did. He's
Did
very
he?
good at not spending money.
I swear there was somebody last week where
It
I was
was
like,
him,
why
yeah.
are you sitting on 3k gold?
Yeah, it was I was like, maybe he's gonna buy blank.
What is he buying this?
Blank 2.
Nothing?
Radiant's bottom tower is
Nothing.
Strength,
under
a
attack.
whole strength blank all at once.
This is your Blightstone and your Mithril Hammer. You can buy if you're going Deso here, or
Please
you know
don't.
stat
Listen.
going
Under
Ags.
attack.
Get treads.
Anything?
And he is
Good
dead.
go on
yeah.
Kez, good
Forget
go on
that,
Kez, he's
don't
dead.
Nice go there, using the Stampede.
Yeah,
Also
good
using the
use of
Stampede to get some
the
potion
stim bar
as well, which is
Please buy it. You're dead for 24 seconds. You have 24 seconds to think about it. Come on.
come on, WildDaddy.
Everybody on the dive is doing really good right now, except for Wraith King.
Yeah, this Wraith King is despair.
Yeah, double melee lane, what can you do? Double melee to double ranged. At least he has the funny skeletons.
Yes, he's gonna very slowly jungle.
2.9k and TPing out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, looking for the centaur here. If he's smart, no, he
Spotted by
doesn't
Arc, though.
smell it. He does
They
not
do
smell
not.
the dog is cooking.
no!
Ooh. Nearly there.
Go on.
Steve Ward doing it.
They got him.
They got him.
1 for 2.
That's nice and all, but you're also counting that
line.
with your dead.
Wow,
Daddy, no.
Dyer's
Please.
middle tower is under attack.
Buy an item from you on 3.5k gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Where's
attack.
buying Radiance?
There we go.
Better see a Divine Rapier after this.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Meanwhile, mid.
watched the VOD, but the game 2, the one where you guys won, he had a rapier in his excuse me, he had a rapier in his quick buy the entire game.
Oh my god.
You never got it, but he had it the entire game. Centaur is rushing pipe, which is a little much. I like the like an early cloak here. I don't know if I like this. I think you really would rather have the
A little
blink.
bit of banter here. Line's gonna die.
They're gonna
Line's not
lose.
gonna die?
They're going to lose the Lotus, but they're going to gain Kez. They did
Kinda
trade
insane.
for it. They lost the Undying for it, but they didn't get him.
Kind of insane that guy's going for kills with like 1/3 HP.
Yeah. With also.
He bought something.
Oh, he bought something.
Swamp
Oh, it was.
just ulted Blade
A
Mail.
relic.
It is a relic.
Didn't matter because it was a 2v3 and the 2 had no HP or mana left, but
Is
still.
under attack.
He is going
See,
Radiance.
it seems to be a very common thing with the GRaff team for this offlane. Good morning, Kiowa, play your games. What's going on? Anyway, it seems to be a common thing for the for the GRaff team is like, they'll go in somewhere and they'll get a good kill and everything will be great, and then they'll just stay for when the the guys with full HP and mana come around and just die afterwards.
Yeah, there is this sort of trend on some teams. They're a little bit disorganized, where you don't have like a cohesive idea of where you should be on like most of the time on the map, and you end up going for a gank, and then you don't know where you should be after that, so you're still where the gank happened.
Why is Tallball streaming Little Boat right now?
Why not?
What is going on? We have Kaiwa in chat. We have like Tallball's streaming Little Boat. What is happening?
Yeah, lingering is a really bad Dota problem. Like if you, it's why the classic uphill and then die fight happens to you. You just stay.
Mm-hmm.
There's another top of the net worth charts, by the way.
Yeah, his Battle Fury, so his form is sped up.
Yep. Wraith King is not going Radiance, he actually just went raw Armlet. He's almost playing Pause 3 this game with a Pause 1 Brood in a way, it feels like. Brood has herself an Orchid. Your team is kind of ready to fight if they can find an opportunity. Kaz has Radiance. Just basically
Yeah, I have no idea
Rari.
what this is. Brown boots, Falcon Blade, Radiance.
That's what you do, he's a Grand Master. You're gonna question that?
He's a master.
Oh, and then he's about to get a kill from it.
Yeah,
Easy.
see?
Like, you don't get that kill without the Radiance burn, I'm just telling you.
No,
True.
you do not. Absolutely.
I guess this was GRaff's plan, is that if he had the skeletons, he wouldn't need to buy a farming item, so he could just go all in on fighting stuff, which I guess makes some sense.
So the problem is that this is the correct build for the Spectral Blade facet. He's just doing less damage. And you don't really farm that much faster with the skeletons, really.
Centaur, silence, hit your blade mail, my friend. You have to be subbed in? Well, you don't play Dota, that's a start. The GRaff team is in a good position to actually make some fights happen, especially with Quap being kind of like off the map right now, but they're not really doing that. I think they're maybe being a little too conscious about having to bring the Wraith King back, playing slowly around that, but like they have Orchid on the Brood, they have Wraith King with the Armlet.
The thing is, right, is that you have a very reactive, like, you have very easy ways to play reactive.
Okay, Brood.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Good silence. Brood's
No,
still very
One
low.
more. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Artillery's gonna come down and
dies
take
for
out
it.
Code Line in retaliation, but that's all it's gonna do. Kyle, where's your goddamn
they-
games? Play Dota.
If they lose this game later because Brood is big, then look at that moment.
Yeah. I don't know, the Brood is playing... The Brood is also playing, you know, kind of cautiously right now, looking for a Diffie before anything else.
Yeah, I think, as I was saying, I think you have very easy ways to play reactively as the Dire right now, and until you have Centaur Blink, Shaman Blink, I mean Shaman does have Blink, but until you have Centaur Blink, it's a bit more difficult to bring 4, not including the Wraith King, or 5, with the initiative.
Pipe out on the Centaur. Fight between Quamp and Wraith King. And a couple of Wraith King's friends here in the jungle. 2-for-1 trade. They might get the first life on Wraith King. They do, but he's going to reincarnate. Which is unfortunate for him because he's literally just about to get level 2 for reincarnate. But you know, like yeah, he leveled it up after
Brood
he died.
mid.
Sad.
Kez on the... yeah.
Yeah, they just... It seems like they can just kind of continually get this Brood over and over.
Well, yeah, Brood was just sort of staying around this tier 1 tower that was very low as Kez was clicking it down. Snap walks up. Kez probably did some sort of shenanigans. I know there was a cookie involved though.
Centaur is like trying to beef with Kez here, but this is like like why are we doing
no.
this? We have no backup. Okay, we have some backup.
They help us.
Reeves comes out. The tomb is
he
down.
got him!
Oh, just enough burst.
Bob has to drop the
Catching
scream.
just-
She still doesn't get him.
No.
100
Alrighty.
HP.
Okay.
The soul rip.
Yeah, very
Oh,
good.
that's cool.
good line. What a
I
player.
thought Centaur had lost his gourd there, but no, he just barely ends up taking that and walking away with it.
Limit testing.
The new line was the secret divine undying player.
True. Wraith King walking up the top unescorted is going to get walked at by everybody here. If he doesn't know what's coming, yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's very dead. He's got a million years until
okay.
Reincarnate comes back up.
Fancy
Don't
footwork,
cheat, is
but
Radiant's bottom tower.
Very nice.
gets CS.
Yeah. Playing
Did
too
finish
far
death
apart, I
before
think.
that death, though.
Like, even if they're going to play cautiously and play back, I do definitely think they're splitting a little too much and just going far a little too often on the GRaff team. Definitely makes more sense with a lineup that looks like this to try and stick at least close enough to support each other. We saw how much that can mean with the Centaur earlier, and that was a pretty long split, and they were able to turn that one around. But like Wraith King just walking up to D1 casually, like what does he think is going to happen there, you know?
Yeah. Maybe baited by skeletons a little bit. Imagine me side-eyeing. I want to have a quick conversation. I'd like everyone to click onto Kez's inventory, please.
Okay.
What? Alright.
He's building
How do
a
we
Lotus
feel about
Orb.
a second item Lotus Orb on
Radiance
my mid-Kez?
into Lotus Orb. Alright. I mean, for what
Now
though?
this field, I guess,
Just to get rid of the, just to get rid of the... Well, you're not going to really get rid of Shackles in advance usually, are you?
No.
Tormentor goes down.
I don't know, I suppose it is a
takes
good-
the Shard. What's my prediction for this series? 1-1. For your series, I think it was. Yeah, you're doing Hollywood. 1-1 Hollywood and Kiowa. Play your game. Oh wait, that's the delayed game. That's why they're here.
Why?
Okay, okay, I just realized. I forgot who they were playing.
Why did you think I was here, Nani?
I knew you were here. I knew the Hollywood team was delayed. I forgot
Whoa,
who they were
Kez
playing
could
against.
jump in,
Kez,
hot
yeah, going in
use.
really deep.
Oh.
Giant ward coming
Walk
up.
down,
and immediately, Kez is
Oh, no.
dead.
Oh, it's not
But
enough. The life steal.
yeah, he got the ult off before he went down, and that just shredded the Broodmother and the Centaur. GRaff is in, but he's basically just here to watch everybody else on his team die. 4-for-1 trade.
Oh.
5-for-1 trade? No, they're not gonna capitalize.
Sapphire. They know he's there.
He's trying to armlet.
Oh,
dog,
Ursa!
but,
No way. Psychotic.
This is bold, Ursa, but with the cookie, the stacking damage.
he's
He's actually
again.
dead. Oh my. That was insane, but it worked, so.
yeah.
Turning back to hit that creep was an incredible decision by GRaff, I must admit.
$10K gold advantage favoring the WildDaddy team. I think the execution factor is just massively favoring them right now. It feels like
Yeah, so
the way
this
they're...
is what I wanted to. This is why I brought up the Lotus Orb on Kez, is because I think that this feels like an execution difference, and I think he can. I think the Lotus Orb is goofy and the Radiance is goofy, but I think.
Yeah,
it
doesn't
feels
look like
he
it
can buy
matters
whatever
right
he wants.
now. It looks like he
I
can,
feel like-
build branches and be okay.
Yeah, I feel like he went. I need a defensive item. I want one that's not technically green
Yeah.
Casually dying.
because he can't buy a BKB. So
By the way, it's really funny when Kez... oh, Centaur is trying to get the Stampede hit there and actually
yeah,
missed.
the delayed damage on Kez kicked him down quite a bit. WildDaddy's still looking for this.
Nice blink out. Oh, he missed.
Blade
Nice!
into the
Oh
other
my
edge.
god, not so
Nicely
pro player
played.
on the Centaur looking really good here. Yeah, the best thing is he's walking right to a regen road.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so good.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Very
I know
good
he's
play.
smiling right now.
Yeah, it feels like where
Dire's top tower is
GRaff
under attack.
is kind of playing maybe undercautiously, and Young Master playing a little overcautiously. Not so pro is going right down the middle. He's having.
He's striking that balance
We
for
have to
sure.
go here. Oh,
Yeah.
They missed.
just passing the night.
Yep, WildDaddy team just all went up the stairs. They couldn't be found. Now they know Inks is mid.
Yep.
BKB coming up on the Wraith King. Still completely no farming items.
And Ursa as well. It's fine one.
Yep. Ursa 4K above the Wraith King right now. This is
Oh,
hey, this is okay, maybe we have gone a little too far on the
Psychotic.
Centaur's part, yeah. Just a straight 2v5. Rumor is going to eat the Quap.
He's going to
but-
take out the Quap.
Okay, this is
Now
pretty
that's
good
a
if they
bit
can get it.
engaging
Okay, yeah, they
here.
just ate the Ursa.
GRaff dead the once.
can they kill this breaking again?
Yes.
Doesn't look likely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
They definitely can.
Kez ult does
Holy.
about 3 million damage. If somebody's not dead, then and the Kez ult hasn't been used, the Kez ult will kill them.
Yeah. They're bad for
The
both
Snapfire,
teams.
the Snapfire is now ahead of the Quap.
Like that fight is the definition of lose-lose.
Yeah. It's a lose-lose, and that's worse for the Dire right now. 5 for 3. Just very awkward. You know, what's really sad is that in a 5 for 3, the 5 team was only like 100 gold down from the on the gold change. The XP change is pretty crazy. Right now, the Radiant have a 7 level advantage. It is mostly on the support line comparatively. The Dire support line very low. Radiant support line very high comparatively. BKB is being built on the Shaman right now.
Really?
Undying is going for Blade Mail.
So they're doing Roach.
Yep. Should
Very
be a very
casual
easy
Roach
Roche. Nobody seems to have seen it coming. Face Cowboy is griefing Ursa.
Yes.
10 hero item update. Yeah, sure, why not? Ursa has the same thing he had last time we looked at him. Battle Fury, Basher, and Blink Dagger working on BKB. Quap is pretty much just Blade Mail right now, working on Ags. It's nearly done. Venomancer is like Vessel and that's it. Snapfire is Greaves and Force and that's it. WildDaddy indeed finished his Radiance Lotus build. GRaff, Deso, Armlet, Blank. Broodmother, Diffie, Orchid, and that's it. Centaur, Pipe, Blade Mail, working on BKB. Oh, he has Blink as well. Shaman just says Blink are Aetherlit. Undying, Mech, and Blade Mail.
Manta just finished on the Brood. Dispel, very useful this game. Does
Yeah.
feel like maybe we need...
I mean, what it really
miracle.
feels like is we need like Satanic or something on this guy. Like I know Brood already has the inbuilt lifesteal and all that, but feels like she's just
I know what
not
you mean.
able
It
to
feels
survive long enough.
Yeah.
Kez is just too good at killing, like just 100 to 0ing her basically. Kez, by the way, building Shiva's guard.
Ah, WildDaddy. You never fail to amuse.
$14K gold lead for WildDaddy team. Up 12 kills.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh. Making the go on the invisible man down here in the bot lane.
Structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Somebody glyphed for literally no reason on the Dire, like when the creeps weren't even in the same zip code as a tower. Somebody was about to TP in down there on the Dire, but decided not to.
Radiant's top tower
They
is
canceled
under
had a brief moment of sanity.
attack. Radiant
Yeah.
structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has
So Dire
Very well,
T2 is going to go down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Guys.
Yeah, I think they saw that cancel blink and said we know, or cancel TP and said we know we're going to have a 4v5 up here. They know the
Yeah,
the
if they saw it was the
completely wasted
Undying,
clip.
no Tombstone means you go up, for sure.
Oh,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It was a very
Oh,
split
dude,
fight.
it's
2
Black
on
Hole.
Kez, 2 on the Ursa. Kez
Oh, the Black
is
Hole.
dead.
the black hole didn't help.
Yep, they've lost Undying and Undying on one side,
Pop
Quap.
does go down.
Undying on one side, Quap and Kez on the other. They're looking at Ursa. This is a very dead looking Ursa.
Ursa's
That's
looking
first life.
low. Ursa's looking dead.
Okay,
Turn
this
around,
is
get the
terrible,
support
actually.
line.
Yep.
Goodbye, Venomancer. Ursa is going to be able to barely
Oh.
blink TPs.
Oh, brother.
Radiant's top
Okay,
tower
sick.
is under attack.
I can now
5
appreciate the sick 3-man stun.
5
again.
for 1. Though Ursa didn't only lost Aegis.
What went wrong in that fight exactly? It looked okay and it looked terrible.
I think Ursa was in way too deep on the first life for way too long. They broke formation. Kez goes in, and this Ursa gets full length shackled, and everyone is just able to turn around and focus on this Kez.
About a 3
And then
game
from
grand
that
gold swing,
point-
by the way. 3.5.
Yeah, I mean the 3-man stomp as well was just gorgeous. Definitely allowed that fight to be.
And then they're
Oh,
just
what-
immediately going to lose a Brood.
Okay.
Okay.
Brood is just going to charge down mid right as they respawn and die immediately. That is just. Well, I know I was on Brood's case about playing a little cautiously earlier, but that's swinging a little bit to the other side.
What goes down? Centaur is used though. There, everyone's gone. Okay.
I think GRaff team got a little too excited. The gold swings are really low this patch. You're gonna have to have like 2 or 3 more fights that look like that before you're able to start positioning like this. Definitely just still underestimated. I think a big part of the fight that happened to Bot as well is that it felt like the first time really since like almost the start of the game that you really had 5 there for the GRaff team. They have not really been coordinating in that way. And I think the WildDaddy team has been doing a good job just getting a series of picks and just not taking like a proper fight as best they can. I mean, it is both the GRaff team is kind of letting it slip through the fingers, but the WildDaddy team is definitely engineering situations where they can just keep getting the solo hero over and over, just kill him in like a half second and just move on.
No, I think for sure. But it does feel very rough uphill.
Yeah, going uphill is going to be the at that point going uphill, GRaff is going to be 5 guys whether they like it or not. They're going to have a more proper team fight.
Breaking's out though.
Yeah.
Getting caught out in the base here.
He does
Either
have
one gonna die.
does have ult, but
Maybe not die on the side.
Oh no!
second life on the Wraith King very quickly going down here. Yep.
He's dead.
Just dies almost instantly.
Oh, don't go out there until you see everybody else somewhere else.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe Centaur is gonna. I mean, Undying is definitely dead here.
Everybody's going down here. That's
Centaur
also a die
about to
back on
follow suit.
Undying. I think that might be actually all said and done. I think they're just gonna get like the base now.
Kind of unfortunate, yeah. Like, unless if you're in that situation and you don't see the Radiant on another part of the map, like across the map, you could just assume they're sitting in the triangle.
Yeah, I mean your lanes aren't out anywhere near far enough to give you any info.
Yeah.
Because like that's exactly the place where a team like waits to see if anybody's gonna run out of base, and they were there.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
I think GRaff maybe took a little bit of a little bit much of that. Is Kez buying Agate? No, Kez is buying this stuff. I think GRaff is maybe bringing a little too much of that pause 3 mentality to pause 1 in this game, unfortunately for him. Just a lot of moments where he just kind of walks in front of a lane and just eats 5. And again, I know I was talking about playing overly cautiously earlier, but that's not really the way you do it. You know, the idea is like the thing I was kind of hoping for when I said that is to see more like I said, more fight action, a little bit more aggressive positioning when they still had the upside, when they were still in, you know, in charge there, when they still looked really good, is to, you know, team a little bit more, like, again, don't necessarily have to be 5-man death ball, but maybe just sticking close to each other, having the Brood Mother be a little bit more, you know, willing to go out and touch somebody. But it feels like a lot of it has just been like, the way that the GRaff team has taken risks this game is just one person who's just walked in alone on top of a dangerous wave, and Cataclysm followed.
Yeah, I mean, you expect to see with a Brood lineup, well, you expect to see some really dominant map play.
You think maybe losing the lane kind of mentally boomed Young Master a little bit and made him think he was in a worse position than he was? Oh yeah, and that's also true. And again, his team, nowhere near here. Only barely going to make it on the second life, though he's going to be able to blink out this time.
GRaff, my friend, please.
They just dropped the Centaur all for nothing.
Go to lanes you see on the opposite side of the map where you see the beg.
Hoping this DD, well, if you're GRaff, you're hoping this DD goes unnoticed. Obviously you see it yourself, but...
Kez, by the way, buying an Octarine next, if you're wondering. Brood Mother
Thank God it's not a Kanda.
So another Aegis to end the game here.
Yeah. This one's looking like it's getting closed out.
Yep. Hell, we might get to do your series at this point. At this rate, the second game's about as long. Where's his banner?
Yeah, I mean, if the second game is as long, we'll only be 15 minutes in by the time they're done. But
I don't know.
I don't know. I think honestly, I think from a draft perspective, I think running this, I was expecting to see the Shaman in the Wraith King lane. For one, not that the Undying looks very good here anyway, but I was expecting it to be sort of put into the off lane so that you don't end up with a double melee safe lane. And I think YM looked a bit uncomfortable on the Brood, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of moments where I saw him playing quite cautiously, but not farming, for example. Sort of doing Brood things in Brood trees, but not what you want from your POS 2 Brood, maybe your POS 3 Brood.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
That's what I was about to kind of get into, is that it feels like Ursa's got Satanic. It feels like this game, GRaff's lineup was a little bit too reactive. They picked this kind of cool team that I feel like makes a lot of sense about what WildDaddy brought to the table, but it feels like they didn't really know how to put it all together. They had this team that's going to be big on early team fights. They did an early team fight. They had this team where the Wraith King is going to be wanting to play like a proper pause 1, but GRaff was kind of playing it like a pause 3 Wraith King. Like he was playing it like he wanted the Thunder to kind of fall on him. He was like, even before this point, he was doing a lot of just like, you know, like I said, walking onto these unsafe lanes, like when you don't know where the enemies are, which is something that makes a lot of sense to get to do. If you're a pause 3 Wraith King, there's somebody else taking the farm at that point, but not in a game that looks like this. Too cute by half, too clever by half. Wraith King's first life is just getting hammered.
He's dying in the backline though. Brood doing a lot of damage here. The rapid dance is
also
not enough.
2 for 2 here. Kez and Venomancer on Radiant down the Centaur and
Radiant.
the Shaman.
Extremely bad for Radiant.
A lot of damage onto the co-op.
Okay, why did Space Cowboy shoot the person who wasn't being attacked?
Please.
Oh, Ursa back in.
Ursa is a
no.
little nutty here. He does have Aegis
He's
still.
getting kited slightly now.
That's
Quap blinks
good.
in what he shouldn't
Yeah,
have.
just walks into
They
the
can't use
satanic
first life
reveal.
down.
No
He's
way.
alone now. They're
They
doing
did, so
it
we're going.
again.
Say it
Blink
ain't
out
so.
again. Is
All
he
right,
gonna get
well,
out this time, or is he gonna die this time? BKB used.
What?
Man
He's
enough.
What? He hit. He's hitting illusions. Wakes. Oh no, baby.
Oh, brother.
Oh boy. 5 for 4, 1 buyback on the dire, so it's not as big of a goal change as it looks. But jeez.
I hope you guys win this game after that.
It's true. It would be really funny to do that. To come out of base to get that big fight and then just lose immediately afterwards.
No, I mean I hope the Radiant wins after that.
Oh.
After that.
I think we're looking at a disband if the Radiant
After
loses.
after that display.
Oh baby. Well, the
So-
Broodmother has been, I guess, heard us talking smack. Heard us talking about the cautious gameplay.
Yeah, YM stepping up to the plate here now that that butterfly's done.
Wait, that wasn't his satanic. That was the Ursa satanic that got used. I legitimately thought it was a
Yes,
Brood
yeah, yeah.
satanic.
No, no, no.
WildDaddy?
WildDaddy's fine. He Lotus off all the
Gonna
debuffs.
get the arc. No, not gonna get the arc kill. Raptor dance.
Get the shaman, then died immediately.
Yeah,
They're
die
screaming
for
at the
it.
they're
Okay.
screaming at the Brood TPs. Bye bye. So they lose support for the Kez, which when you're down
Take
18k is
those.
probably okay. Wraith King has 12
Oh,
Deso
right.
charges now after it being empty all game. The only downside he's already down to the 6-second BKB.
No, don't run up the dead lane.
Structures
You're
are
gonna feed.
fortified.
Yeah, Space Cowboy just walking right up the dead lane. I don't know, is this game like coming back into contest?
No, because he didn't end up feeding.
A little bit, I guess.
One more fight loss, so one more loss. It might be.
One more loss and WildDaddy's advantage will be down to just 10k. Space Cowboy is queuing Rapier, by the way.
I hope he buys it.
He has a Crystallis.
Brood has
And
BKB
his
queued
busted
going
little shredder
BKB
targets.
Disperser. Disperser, interesting.
Okay, it's Daedalus actually. It's on courier.
Centaur Warrunner BKB nearly complete. You will have to go. You will have to drop buyback, but it is a little scary. Ursa's 6 slot in right now, basically. He's really not going to get any better than this at this point. He's going to replace something with MKB. That's it. Guessing most likely just the treads. Make him a very slow boy, as if he wasn't guided bad enough that last fight. The Shaman BKB is done.
You can upgrade Blink too.
Yeah, it's like that, plus like Moonshard and the Aghanim stuff, that's it. But that's not really, I guess the Ags is going to be a pretty good one, but it's not really substantive upgrades at this point. Quamp has gotten SNK. Quamp does still have some more to scale still. She has,
She has an AC.
yeah, she does.
Interesting that this is the way round they chose to do it. Also interesting. She went the 100 Scream of Pain damage as well, talent. So not got the short cooldown on Sonic Wave. I was wondering where that was. You know, I was seeing it once in a fight, normally at the start, not really doing a lot, and then not seeing it again.
Radiant forming a round uphill here.
Blink out
Wraith
on
King is really just not wanting to sit here all
Venom
day and
caught
wait
on
for
the
this
side
to
as
happen.
well.
So he's just chasing out the support line here. He's going to get rid of the Snapfire while the rest of the team takes on the Venomancer. So only Radiant Core survive, 2 for none.
Can't understand why we're positioning like that. Just kind of asking for that.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's like weird. I guess the creeps were killing mid tower, so sure. But
True. Another Rapier game from WildDaddy's team, maybe? Yeah, it's gonna be Space Cowboy this time on the Snapfire buying it, not the WildDaddy himself. I mean, he could. He absolutely has a slot to put it.
Unironic. Grease, Pike, Daedalus, Rapier.
2K gold swing,
Rapier
by the
is
way.
your 4th item.
On one hand, these gold swings don't
Me.
seem like... Oh. On one hand, this team doesn't seem like... Like, these swings don't seem like they mean much, but the thing is, with Ursa already 6-slotted, and WildDaddy buying an inventory that looks like this, it's not like these, like, Radiant continuing their gold lead is going to be great for them. What is really happening is that it's just getting Wraith King closer to where the Ursa is, because Ursa's just so... You know, he's at diminishing returns now.
Anoni.
Mm-hmm.
If I leave, it's not going to break
No.
the
Yeah,
lobby.
go ahead.
Okay, cool. 'cause
Have
my
fun,
game
all the
is about
Kaihawa
to
guys.
start.
Speaking of leaving, I'm going to take this golden opportunity really quickly.
Okay, enjoy the rest of the cast, guys. Or, well, Randy, and Anoni's not here.
We didn't miss anything. We're still looking at AFK, or at the pause screen here. I'm going for Sheepstick. I think that's pretty good. WildDaddy has 2.5 grand saved up with nothing in his quick buy.
you're
He might
back.
be saving buyback.
Enjoy your cast, Anoni.
No.
Oh, okay.
The Disperser on Brew is going to be interesting. More interesting is going to be the BKB if we can pull it out. Just a 9-second BKB, like 45 minutes, is going to be... It's going to be pretty bad for the Radiant, who've been counting a lot on things that get blocked. I think in this, like... Oh, this does pierce BKB, actually. There might be a problem there, where even though he will have the 9-second BKB and will be pretty big, it's mostly just going to be anti-stun, because... Both the big alpha damage ults that the Radiant have just go right through it.
Yeah, back.
Welcome back.
See
Still,
where
it
some
will
of it being.
stop him from being stunned, it'll stop him from being kited. So there's that. Stop him from having to worry about getting Lotus Orb reflections on him, which is important because he's been like silencing himself sometimes. So it's not nothing, but it's definitely not going to be as impactful just because so much of what's happening to Brood is he's just being screamed at, he's being sliced and diced, and that does not stop that at all, unfortunately. The Disperser, though, is definitely, I think, going to be a big, just a big stupid speed boost for the guy. Going to make for a very angry spider charging down the line. Wraith King only now is finally getting Ag Shard. Got Swiftblink queued up next. Laura's dusting off the PS3 controller. I hope you didn't play Dota with a PS3 controller. I pity you. He's going for an Atos, which, considering Kez does not actually have BKB, could be funny. Actually, Quap doesn't have BKB either. She's only just now starting to build it herself. Just... And a pretty big thing if she is able to get that, but... Rod of Atos against the Quap, against the Ursa, against the Kez. Ursa less so, and he's got plenty of things to deal with it, but the Quap and Kez with the Rod of Atos, that could be pretty bad news. I'm just looking for a Fresco. Just makes sense. Jesus Christ, what happened? Computer explode?
We FFing or what?
Right as he got BKB too. I miss when the statues would have stupid inscriptions on them. Nowadays, nobody has a statue with an inscription anymore. I still remember the time on Cast, I accidentally clicked one that has slur on it, and I had to immediately just awkwardly go turn away.
That's Tennyson's statue.
A lot of people I see have the cast open right now while they're in game. Pay attention to the game, everybody.
Yeah, rather listen to us in their own comms, you know?
I guess so. Nice background music.
We might not be coming back.
There we go. Laura says, you don't play all Valve games with controller? Poor Laura. Randy, you remember the one time you talked to Alara? That was crazy. Say hi to Alara, Randy. He's muted! The bastard. So I guess this is a good opportunity to say, shout out to all the subs. Super duper extra helpful recently if you're able to drop a sub. Also means that the VODs, you don't see any ads on those either. And speaking of absolutely shameless shilling, tomorrow we're going to be taking another spin at Black Mesa. That's a remake of Half-Life 1. So if you like Black Mesa, parentheses, Half-Life 1, definitely make sure to drop in and take a look at that. It's been a lot of fun. Part 1, I slipped on the wet floor into an elevator shaft and died. So, you don't want to miss that. Pure Pete bathroom. As if he didn't already have time. Had to run down the street to pick up his kid. Bro's doing the 300-yard dash. See, this is what happens when all the LD2L players are like middle-aged dudes with kids. Let's see the funny graph. 27 level advantage! Oh my god. Really? Is that true? No, it's definitely not true. What do you mean 27 level advantage? That is definitely not the case. Welcome back.
Maybe it means 27 levels in combined experience, you know?
Maybe. The actual levels, they seem to be, I think, about equal. I think WildDaddy has like 1 or 2 levels as a team on them. Again, just because the Shadow Shaman is solo. Randy, say hi to Alara. There we go. You no longer need telepathy. Yeah, Gabe says 85-15.
Yeah, we'll see how that turns out in about 45 minutes.
It's true. Apparently, Centaur had to literally run down the street.
Oh, they weren't kidding about picking up his kids. I thought that was a joke.
Nope.
Alright.
List off the roster of both teams. I already did that at the beginning of the cast, but just for you, just one more time.
Oh.
We got... Oh, there we go. For the Radiant, we've got Pause 1, we've got Winks on the Ursa, Pause 2, WildDaddy, captain of the team on the Kez, Pause 3, Video Game Enjoyer on the Quap, Pause 4, Space Cowboy on the Snap, Pause 5, Golden Dragon on the Veno. On the Dire side, Pause 1, captain of the team, GRaff on the Wraith King, Pause 2, Young Master on the Brood, Pause 3, Centaur on the... or Not So Pro Player on the Centaur, Pause 4, Chone, also known as a Random Clown on the Shaman, Pause 5, Lion on the Undying. There you go. So 400 years later, we're finally getting back to the game. Peru.
What that ruins Radiant's flow and then they throw because of that.
Roche.
Tactical kid pickup.
Tactical kid pickup.
Tactical kid pickup. Dude. If the Radiant throws, we have to consider the possibility.
Tactical soccer practice or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, for the record, we are delayed 2 minutes, so whenever you hear me reply, it's going to be 2 minutes late. Sorry about that. Shaman probably shouldn't have said Roche should put the idea into Radiant's mind. They're going to be doing them again.
Yep. They're walking towards them this time.
Bad idea. I am going to be close by the time that Aegis drops.
Yeah, and Golden Dragon's here. Pretty well.
Yep. Got Refresher Shard. And Roche's banner.
Pick up all the crap.
Yep, you just get 15,000 items. Refresher Shard is going to go to Kez. He is not going to get the double BKB, but he is going to be able to get a double ult. It's,
Just either the throw of the Sentry or what should have happened 4 fights ago.
Cheese on the Quap.
4 items. Drop by Roche. Why?
Yeah, you just get a whole party.
Aggressive glyph. Oh no, it's a Roche banner, my bad. Ursa?
Well, first life on Ursa is already gone. WildDaddy on the Kez is deep in right now. He refreshed and then died!
Oh no.
All he took for it was just a Centaur, or just the code line on the Undying. Centaur may also die. No, he's just barely going to make it out thanks to that new BKB.
Oh, he's in for the Ursa.
Well, they still are going to win because everybody on the Dire is just walking back to base at 1 HP.
Yeah. Very nice.
And the supports all still died.
Yeah.
He's now down to 1 T4 left.
Jump in. Your left
And
hand.
GRaff is G-O-N-E. Is not even going to get the Golden Dragon before he goes down. That's truly sad. He's going to buy back, going for one more run here. Brood does not have buyback.
A lot of buybacks.
Yeah. The whole militia comes in. Got these Centaur orbs. They're not really finding anything else. Nice. GRaff stuns himself.
Well, everyone died in base.
Yep. They got Megad, but they
Which
lived
means
to
we
tell
get
the
to wait.
tale.
We get to wait 10 more minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it'll really be one more
Like,
fight, I think.
They cannot push up a lot of ages. Or winning a fight, yeah. If Dire decide to throw, it'll be next Roche.
The buyback status is really the more important thing to look at right now, I think.
Yeah.
Jumping right on Centaur here. Okay, they're just gonna casually find Centaur, just walk on a wave and kill him.
Okay. They seem to do that a lot in this game.
Yeah.
Not just Jiro, but like all of his players.
Yeah.
Need some lane discipline, man. Need to have like a coaching session in the pub. Train
Yeah,
lane discipline into your plays.
Somebody's got to sit behind the GRaff team with like a spray bottle and just start spraying their faces whenever they start walking towards a dangerous wave like that.
Exactly.
Brood closing in on Disperser. Has finished at VKB. Uses the 9 in the last fight. Pretty close to buyback. She may just save for that. At this point, that's probably the smarter thing to do. To have at least one life they're not afraid to lose in the next go. It's getting picked up at Mjolnir. He's a little late for that, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess one of those is 6 slot. That slot.
Yep. Yo, what's up, Mega Man? It's one of these games, Mega Man.
So we really are waiting for next Roche.
Yes, they are.
I mean, they have to.
WildDaddy is getting something off the courier. It is a heart. He is getting heart. That might genuinely be like more the backbreaker here. Because they've had trouble killing Kez in the time that he's actually been stunned, and now that's really not on the table anymore.
Yeah.
That's really where the good things in these fights have been coming from, because even now, the problem of just Kez hits ult and Broodmother instantly dies is still there. Found Kez.
Couple reinforcements here. Maybe fast enough.
Dire's ancient is
Doesn't matter because they can't actually deal the Lotus at all.
Their ancient's dying.
Centaur is going to call a retreat.
That's Death Ancient, my friends.
First life on the Wraith King while this is happening. Young Master turning around. Oh no, Young Master is the guy getting the ancient. You're the only one who buy back Young Master. You can't be the one doing that. I mean, somebody's got to do it. They have lost Kez. They have lost the Quap. Centaur is going to go down. But the Brood just cannot beat the Ursa. And that's it. That's the ball game. We're going home. GRaff showed a lot of good signs of life in this game, but they all came just too little too late. It felt like the way this team comp was going to work for them only clicked after they were already 2 sets of racks down, basically. And when it did, it did look good. I think if they had been playing the way they were playing the last half of the game in the first half of the game, this probably would have just been all GRaff all the time. But that first half of the game is just like they were just going all over the place. Like GRaff was just stepping on Legos. Basically, like it was like an old-fashioned techies game. He was just stepping on the green mines all the time. The Broodmother was just way too hesitant. Like I said, I think got brain blasted by losing the lane, and so just played really hesitantly. Again, it's like that Cryptic game from last week. Both the Wraith King and the Broodmother built to fight early, and neither of them did that. I don't know. If they had brought that level of execution out in the early game, I think that would have been a nice, clean one for the GRaff lineup, but they did not, and WildDaddy team, to their credit, did a very good job of just constantly like keeping the pressure on. I think playing the psychological game in a lot of ways. Just kept getting these picks, kept making the GRaff team feel like they couldn't fight when in reality they could. Because of that, they were able to just get an indomitable advantage, and then everything the GRaff team had, it just, like I said, just came out too little too late. We'll see what happens next time.